Welcome back. You're watching Prime Property. Time now for Property Doctor, where we get experts to answer your queries. This week our Property Doctor is Prasann Agarwal, the co-founder of PropTiger.com. Do remember, recently the Rupert Murdoch-led News Corp bought 25% stake in PropTiger. Thanks, Prasann, for joining us here on Prime Property. Our first viewer query today is from Abhinav. He emails, we are looking at purchasing a 3 BHK apartment in Gurgaon within a budget of 1 crore rupees, which we would like to rent out. What are your views on these three projects? 1. Sare Homes at Sector 92. 2nd, M3M Marina at Sector 71. 3rd, Mahindra Aura at Sector 110A on the Dwarka Expressway. Apart from these projects, can you help us identify other projects that we should consider? They should be ready to move in or near completion within 1 year's time. Prasann, what do you think of these projects? Are you familiar with them? Is there anything else that you'd like to recommend?
Sure. I think, first of all, I think given the three projects that Gaurav has shortlisted, the one that I personally recommend is Mahindra Aura, given that the location on Dwarka Expressway is fantastic and it will be up for possession in the next 6 months. Also the fact that the quality of construction given the Mahindra Group is excellent. Thus, I think in the budget that Gaurav is looking at, he should definitely consider Mahindra Aura between these three projects. Other recommendation, I would ask him to look at the NH8 Vatika projects on NH8.
Okay, so the advice coming in from PropTiger is to consider Mahindra Aura or look at Vatika projects on NH8. I hope that helps you out, Abhinav. On to our next query that's coming in from Rahul, based out of Mumbai. He writes in, my budget is 38 lakh rupees. I'm planning to buy a 1 BHK in Krishna Residency at Sector 34B at Kharghar, Navi Mumbai. It's a G+4 building with a lift but without car parking. I've been told all properties in Navi Mumbai are leasehold. The loading at this location is about 35 to 40%. My second option is Rosa Elite at Bhayandarpada near Kasar Vadavali near Ghodbandar Road, Thane West. This also doesn't have car parking. I think this property is freehold and falls in the Thane municipal limits. The loading here is 33 to 36%. Which of the two is a better investment? Please keep these factors in mind. Proximity to employment generating locations, proximity to railway station, rental returns, loading factor, freehold versus leasehold. So it's a very long query, Prasann. What do you make of it? What do you make of all that he's had to say on those two projects in particular?
So I think both the locations have their advantages, given the proximity to the railway station as well as the rental return that he expects. I would say Kharghar kind of presents a better rental return and appreciation opportunity, and thus Krishna Residency would be my pick between the the two options that he has asked. And between leasehold and freehold, of course all land in Navi Mumbai is leasehold, but I don't think that should be a key worry while deciding between the two projects.
Okay, so PropTiger likes Kharghar and says freehold is obviously better, but don't go in, that's not such a big factor to look into while making an investment in property. Yeah. Okay, on to our next query that's coming in from Siddharth Bhattacharya. He writes, I'm planning to buy a flat in Noida Extension with a time horizon of 10 years. I may decide to move into the flat post that. I've shortlisted 2 projects. Please provide your expert views considering the return on investment and rental expectations, etc. My first choice is Mahagun Mantra 1, priced at 3,300 rupees a square foot with no pre-EMI for 2 years. My second choice is Mahagun My Woods Marvella, priced at 3,875 rupees a square foot with no pre-EMI till possession. Also, please let me know which payment plan is more beneficial, no pre-EMI scheme or the flexi and down payment plan. Prasann, it's pretty clear that the person has decided, wants to go in with the builder Mahagun. So which of the two projects do you prefer?
So Mahagun clearly is one of the top builders in Noida with excellent quality of construction and timely possession in most of the projects. Between the two projects that he has asked for, I think the project that I would recommend would be Mahagun Mantra. Given that there is a significant price differential between the two projects, and the fact that there is a lot of commercial development which is expected to come close to Sector 10C where the Mahagun Mantra is located, and thus given the price differential, I think the scope for appreciation is better on Mahagun Mantra, and from a return on investment, I think both the projects would be good projects to invest in.
Let's move on to our next viewer queries coming in from Nishan Patnagar. He emails, I have a 1,875 square foot flat on the 17th floor in Logix Blossom County in Sector 137 Noida Expressway. I bought this in December 2010 at 2,950 rupees a square foot. The builder had promised possession in 18 to 24 months. I'm yet to get the possession. Is some work going on there? Is it good to hold on to this investment? I'm getting offers of 4,500 rupees to 4,600 rupees a square foot. Is it a good time to exit? What is the status of other projects in the vicinity like Paras Tiara and Supertech Eco City? I had initially bought in Noida for end use, but I've recently relocated to Bangalore. Will it be a good idea to sell off in Noida and invest in Bangalore? If yes, which areas are good to invest in Bangalore, keeping a time horizon of 4 to 5 years in mind? So Prasanna, what can you tell us about this project in particular of Logix, and what would you say this gentleman should do? Stay invested in Noida or look at Bangalore?
No, so my suggestion would be, to kind of sell out the flat that you have in Logix and look at investment in Bangalore. The prices in Noida are expected to remain flat over the next 9 to 12 months. So there is no significant appreciation potential that we see in the short term in Noida, and also the possession most likely would be about a year from now in most of the projects in that locality. Thus, we would suggest that you look at selling out this project and look at investing in Whitefield or Thani Chandra Road in Bangalore.
Are you saying that only because you think prices have a better chance of escalating in Bangalore? Have they not reached their peak? A lot of people feel like that.
Not really. In Bangalore, I think Whitefield still has room for appreciation, whereas Noida, given the supply, I think will stay kind of flat for the next 12 months.
And you're not saying you should perhaps sell out because you know something about this particular project of Logix, that the possession is delayed?
Not really. I would say most of the projects there have gotten delayed in terms of possession, and I think 12 months is what we think the possession will happen for Logix. So the idea is, given that he is residing in Bangalore, and a good investment as well as end use opportunity can be there in Bangalore for him.
Okay, so that's PropTiger's advice for you. You should perhaps start looking at Whitefield in Bangalore. On to the next viewer query coming in from Akash Sehgal. He writes, I'm thinking of buying a 2 BHK flat in today Canary Greens located in Gurgaon, Sector 73. What do you think of this project? What kind of a price appreciation can I expect here? Prasanna, are you familiar with this project?
Yeah, so this project is in Sector 73 in Gurgaon, very close to Sona Road, where already a lot of commercial and residential development is already in place. I think the price that today is offering for this project is pretty fantastic given the location. Most of the other projects are selling at about 15% premium to this project. So I would say it's a good project to invest in. In the short term, in Gurgaon, I think appreciation would be slow. From an appreciation standpoint, if he takes a long-term view, I would sure advise him to go for this project from an investment point of view, but I think it's a fantastic location to invest for the long term.
So you've been very charitable. The Gurgaon market is quite dead these days. But that's PropTiger's view of today, Canary Greens project in Gurgaon. With that, we're completely out of time, so we have to wrap up this edition of Prime Property. Do remember, you can always send us your feedback, your viewer queries, or even experiences with developers that you may want to share. Our email address is primeproperty@network18online.com. You can also tweet me. See you same time next week.
CNBC TV 18, celebrating 15 years of leadership.